Hello, Steve White, Steve White 89. Well, I just discovered the Mayfair Witches. Now, I had heard about this show, but hadn't really heard much about it. Didn't know really what it was. And I discovered it's actually related to Interview with the Vampire. Basically, it's part of the Immortal universe, which consists of the Interview with the Vampire series and now this series. They're both based on Anne Rice novels, and they're basically in the same world. So, I don't know anything at all about it. I just knew it was 8 episodes because I wanted to watch Interview with the Vampire last night because it got a really good review from Grace Randolph, and she was going on and on and on about it. And I bought it and I thought I may as well watch it. I guess I'm sort of attached to the original because I love the original film, so I think I was sort of resisting it a bit because of that. But I decided to watch it, but there wasn't time last night, and I was looking around for something else, and right next to it was the Mayfair Witches. I'm like, well, that's 8 episodes, I can watch that. Because they do have a second season, but I think they got delayed by the strikes. Otherwise, I think it would have been out late this year because the first season came out late last year. So it's basically based around the character of Rowan, and she's played by an actress called Alexandria Daddario, and she has the most beautiful eyes. She's got a real Sherilyn Fenn sort of element to her looks. And I couldn't stop looking at her eyes. And I wish they'd glammed her up a bit more. She only really is glammed up like in 2 episodes. The rest of the time she's looking pretty rough because she's basically running from witches and trying to, save herself. Now, the character was taken from her mother when she was a child, and her mother was told that the child had died because she's part of a prophecy. She's the 13th witch from the Mayfair women, the Mayfair family, the bloodline. And she's prophesied to give birth to this character who has been haunting her family and attaching himself to the women of the family forever. And she doesn't know anything. Her mother has cancer, her mother dies, and then everything starts to unfold because she was hiding everything from her and basically gaslighting her about her own sort of abilities and that. And eventually, once she's gone, she's able to actually stumble across who she is, and she meets her family. And one of the other actresses in it who's really good is I forgot her name. She was in Johnny Darko. Yes, Carlotta Mayfair, Beth Grant, and I would never doubt her commitment to sparkle motion. She's amazing in everything she does, and she plays. God, what is the family relation again? Her aunt, yeah. And her uncle's scary. That's Harry Hamlin's character. It was amazing to see Harry Hamlin in something because I'd never seen him in anything. I'd always heard about him through Lisa Renner, and I knew that she was a star, but I saw LA Law. I really only remember the opening credits and the scene where Diana Muldaur's character falls down an elevator shaft because they want to kill the character. That's all I remember. So I'd never seen him in anything, even though he was a star who'd been around forever, and I finally saw him in something, and he's pretty good. His character has quite a twist, which I won't reveal, just in case you haven't actually seen the show. But the only other sort of main character that I actually really liked was Cyprian Grieve, I think his name is, played by Tongai Chris. I can't pronounce his name, I'm so sorry. He's a black guy who has the ability to read people when he touches them. So he wears gloves all the time because he can't touch anything without getting the memories of whoever owned it or touched it or had contact with the item. So he lives his whole life wearing gloves, so he can basically manage that. And he contacts her. He's part of a group that is following the witches and that, and he's trying to help her navigate her new sort of identity and her powers and everything. And they have a bit of a romance, and he's brought into the prophecy. He's supposed to be part of the prophecy, but I don't know if he was lied to or tricked, because at the end it doesn't end up the way it was supposed to, or he thought it would, or he said it would, or I thought it would. And I'm not sure if the point was to change the prophecy or if he was misled. But I was confused by the last scene, honestly, and I'm not sure what it means. And I just hope that we get to stay with this character and have her be the person we already have spent time with. But the look of the show is great. They shot in New Orleans, I think. It's set in New Orleans. It looks amazing. The production design is great. There's some scenes in the 1600s, which I think they used the volume or some green screen. The cottage they just built, I guess, and the rest is all effects. But it looks very painterly and beautiful, and just everything about it works. I was really surprised. I really liked it. I was enjoying it. I'm like, I can't wait for the second season. There's also another group that's Witch Haters, is very much based on MAGA, that they spend some time with in this series, and they all meet grisly ends, which is great. But yeah, I liked everything about it, and it's harder to do a review about a show you like when there's nothing to hate or criticize, because just saying I loved it for 5 minutes is, not very interesting. So, but yeah, it's from AMC, and I can't wait for the second season. So I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of Mayfair Witches. Yeah, I kind of want to know what happens. I kind of was confused by the ending, and I just hope the second season is as good.